Okay, hello, welcome. We have a game on Rift 4v4. Terralinks, who's bringing a build I'm most interested in recording by partially special request. Mom, I'm on TV. Yes, you are, Timmy. Millions, trillions, quadragajillions of people are witnessing this right now. Every human being who has ever existed and will ever exist is watching this specific cast because it will change mankind forever. We got Quiz King, Terralinks, we've all been on before. We have Skidmore Owning, who I think has been on before in the ANS team. Or the OSP team. I think that's it. 3K, 4v4, Team 1, ANS. Team 2, OSP. Oh boy, I got the hiccups. What's going on? And yeah, here it is. We're on Rift. 5 points. Reasonably spaced. It's a pretty competitive map, I think. Bunch of tight cover. Tightly packed points. Leads to good fights. Real good fights. I'm sure the rail lovers are not happy with this map, but I've performed with mass drivers here pretty well. You just have to stick with the fleet, and we might, who knows, that might come up, maybe not. Let's see. Get ready to drop down. Perfect. Just really phenomenal solutions to some very, very real, very serious problems here. We're dropping down with Terralinks, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we are. So he's bringing Sprinter Blob, which I know what you're saying, Dark, that's so immoral. How could you request this? But what's interesting about this blob is if you've been watching the bottom right corner as I tab through all these, they got guns, but more importantly than anything else, they have a whole lot of VLS-1s. Now, what could be in those VLS-1s, do you ask? Well, have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, you'd want to bring a whole bunch of Mark 1 missiles to blow up the OSP degenerates who don't have any armor? This guy does. That's what he's got. Illuminators, semi-active Mark 1s. Or this, maybe this isn't the, yeah, there we go. There's the Illuminator ship. I need more Illuminators than that, Chief. That thing gets popped, you're screwed. Some Pokeballs going out. I'm sure it's actually Pokeball, but whatever. I haven't started going through these ships. We got Quiz. Why am I in the screen? There we go. We have the gun up Axford, and a combat destroyer beam, and a scout. With some missiles on it. King in his missile ship, his missile Axford. A lot of hybrids. Not enough combat potential. I'm not a huge fan of this build. I mean, he does work with it sometimes, but sometimes he just gets screwed, which, I mean, that's anything in this game. I wouldn't use this build, but I think it has a place. I think this is a good build, but it's not something that excites me particularly. I just think the Axford's a bad platform for missiles. And Gun Solomon, who has paid his appropriate point of its tax. Oh my god, look at the OSP team. Look at the OSP team. Are y'all seeing this? Monitors, frigates, monitors, frigates, monitors, frigates, monitors, frigates, and one Ocello to lead the pack. No bulkers, no container ships, and only a small handful of tugs. It's mostly monitors and shuttles. Alright, let's see what you got. C-55, C-53, I should say, in T-30s. With mines. No plasma to back them up, though. Missiles and mines. This is a very weird build. Okay, so Arrow wants to just get in there, mine off some areas, and deflect scouts. Funnily enough, the T-30 setup could actually do pretty well against Terralink's team. It's going to be useless against anything else. Jiffo. Fighting Ocello. A support monitor? Some decoy launchers on it. Sorry. Tug. Combat tug. Sport tug, combat tug. Another combat tug. With 250s and T-20s. And then a scout with chaff, presumably. Oh, and then one combat missile so that he can actually cap when there's another naked scout on the point. That's some high-quality mechanical abuse there, is what that is. Mad respect. Missiles coming out already. Oh my. I'm not even done looking through the OSP team. Oh, but these are missiles with weave on them, so they're not going to hit. One lands. The rest of them miss. Plasma and T-30s. Oh, yeah. Terralink's starting to realize that he's kind of hard countered by all these T-30s. And then, oh my, more plasma. That's so much plasma. And C-53s. Wait. Oh. I'm glad Terralinks has been such a good sport. Because we've been trying to get this silly build on camera for like an hour now, I swear. Because we got into another game, but a guy left, dumped all of his ships on a new player who said, I can't handle this, and then also immediately left. New twist on an old classic. Yeah, I'm digging all this plasma. I'm loving it. Funnily enough, it's actually not going to be that efficacious. I mean, it'll be pretty good against the Solomon once that gets into range. But the main... Well, and it'll be good against this Axford, and if this Axford tries to fight... Yeah, okay, there's enough beefy ships here that I think the plasma's worth. I take it back. I was just more focused on Terralinks and whatever he's going to be doing. The OSP team, in the meantime, during my introduction and my banter with Terralinks, has capped pretty much everything except for Delta. And they're it's not looking like the ANS is going to be capping anything else anytime soon. The only mobile force on this team is Terralinks with his Frig Blob, but he wants to fight with those. He doesn't really want to be capping. Because these ships are too slow. Much too slow. I guess Quiz could send his poor little escort off to cap, but that's a good way for this thing to get blown up. I mean, he can fight. Not a whole lot. It's too many blackliners. Well, I guess there's really only one backliner, but this other backliner is staying back. This other frontliner, I should say, is staying back. Yeah, that's going to slam into the rock or miss. Pick your poison. Yeah, amazing. Don't put terminal maneuvers on your sprinters. Don't do it. Plain and simple. Hey, there's a land. HKP right through the middle. Very... What? There it is. Very effective against monitors. Very effective. Or did it just clip the backside? Pretty sure it landed in the front and then just... Ice Storm. Okay, so he sends that forward to eat point defense and then sends one of these out. But the hybrid's faster than the twos. So that's just gonna get ahead of things. Plasma coming in here, but it's missing. Not a good track on this Axford. Clonk. Hey, there's a lucky hit. You know, if he didn't have the weave on these missiles, they would have all landed, and this monitor team would just be dead by now. They're just straight up be dead. Because they didn't bring any PD. At all. Glonk. HEKP is pretty good against monitors, because they'll usually be facing you, since they want this cannon to be firing, whatever it may be. Which means the HEKP will land head on. I've been wanting to see Terralinks dump out missiles, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's a little spooked by all the T-30s, which is understandable. T-30s will absolutely destroy these, no question. Plasma going up there, some gunfire going over here. Alright, we have a fight of the ages. Couple guns on a tug, a T-20 and a C-53 versus a semi-active missile frigate. Some more missiles going into these monitors while we're watching this idiocy. Oh boy, here it comes. Here they go. Are the Pavis going to be enough? Yep, they are. Oh boy. Alright, let's go back to the actual fight. Let those chuckle fucks duke it out over there. Clonk. And it's a managed cap Bravo. Trying to steal Charlie back. This monitor team getting bombed. This monitor team getting a little bombed. Not as much as the other one. Oh my, dumping tons of plasma into Quiz's Axford here. Right into the butt, which is really not where you want that to be, because your reactor and your drive get taken out. There's a very small problem known as dead that will be coming immediately after. Anyone know what the deal is with the big thingy here? Wait, is that like a broken piece of metal? Hold on. Is that supposed to be an antenna? Or a radar? I don't know, looks too big for either of those things. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Looks kind of funny. First time I noticed it. Ooh, that's dead. Clonk. No, not dead, but damn near. Might even be able to get on this point. Oh, there's not a point inside the bowl. Charlie's way over there. Some mines just in open space over here around Alpha. So these aren't really going to do anything except slow someone down. Also got some mines inside the OSP spawn over here, which, you know, these aren't going to do anything either. As Terralink could, like, flank and run into him, but I don't think that's very likely. These monitors getting taken out left and right. Just by gunfire and missile fire. Well, Solomon fire. Ah, beams. That's what's killing them. Gotta be the beams. These beams are the absolute bane of feeders. As Grenade would say. That's what he named one of his ships. It was a beam ship. This is going into this team. Unfortunately, not able to really get anything done with these frigates. Going into an area where there's not really that many opponents. I mean, there's some shuttles over here, but he doesn't see them. And mine's cluttering up the screen, so we're going to have to turn off the overlay that shows us names of things. And his monitor's being absolutely bullied by the missile ship. Also getting gunned at by the Solomon now. He's taking a little bit of plasma fire for his troubles. But is still eating a lot of fire. Eating a lot of fire. Or giving a lot of fire, I should say. Eating, giving, same thing. Yeah, these ships just damn near dead. Terralink's hanging out in the middle of the map, just ready to spring an ambush on someone. Not really sure what he wants to do with these right now. And he might have contributed. No, all these missiles are green. None have been fired. It's just sort of got waxed by beams and missiles and guns. That is rough, buddy. Real rough. I gotta watch this trailer again sometime. It was real awesome. I'm not really sure what this group is doing back here either. I guess they've been just kind of driving around and shooting. Oh, they wouldn't have been shooting until very recently. It's a bit of a messy track. Naked Frag gonna be dipping out. I think he still had some ships functioning. I mean, not functioning very well, but just barely. Skidmore Owning's also dipping out, which is understandable. He doesn't have any functioning ships. All his stuff is dead. Except for this, actually. He could use this to cap more. So that's a little less cool. Stock option over here managed to kill off the Polke before it could capture Delta. OSP extremely ahead on caps and extremely behind on military. The ANS have lost a frigate and a corvette. Meanwhile, the OSP have lost 9 monitors, a tug, and 2 shuttles, which is quite the butcher's bill. Quite the butcher's bill.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Oh, some mines. Look at me. Oh. And I was about to say, here I was saying that these mines aren't even going to do anything, but they are. Nope. Quiz covering his shit pretty easily. Come on, I want to see a guy die. It's funnily enough, monitors and ocellos are probably the worst thing to be firing these missiles at. These type ones. I don't think they'll really do anything to those.
An enemy secured some components.
Really needs to be over dealing with these shuttles, but yeah, I mean, the monitor spam. Oh, that's what he was talking about. The monitor spam. That's what hard counters him. Is having tons of monitors means his Type 1 missiles won't be penetrating. I don't think they're going to penetrate this Ocello, Chief. Unless you get real lucky with the angling. Alright, let's see it. Come on, he's illuminated. Or not. Okay. Missile's going after Quizquiz's ship, who is taking a hell of a beating and a hell of a plasma-ing over here. Look at how cooked this thing is. But it's still in the fight, and doing quite well for itself. Even though its armor's in bad shape, it's still fighting pretty hard. Oh, Terralinks. Think of the luck. It brings a specific... I mean, that is a gamble, right? I think it's a more reasonable gamble than going deep in PD or getting no PD. But it is a gamble, ultimately. Well, I guess by that logic, any build's a gamble. Yeah, maybe not. Some hybrids going into this dead tug. Glonk. Yeah, still dead. Can confirm the hybrids did not bring him back to life. ANS ahead on caps, but they're gonna need to get more ahead on caps than that if they want to win it. In fact, Terralink should be capping Delta and Charlie, not pushing. Even though it sucks being on cap duty. That's kind of where he's stuck, given the two fleets jamming each other is pretty funny. Given the armor position of his opponents. I think this thing is going to get killed by hybrids before he can even get down in range of his S1s. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. These hybrids are going to slam into this thing. Oh, man. Especially if they keep slamming into the rear. Yeah, Jifus, is just you. I'm not enjoying this. That is very understandable. I mean, arrows around and capping. He's out of missiles. But there's pretty much nothing else this team can do. Although I still really... Oh, hello. Whole bunch of S1s going into a already dead monitor. Terralink's venting his frustration out on the corpses of his foes. Go Cap, you nerd. Go Cap. No. He's also getting RPF'd by his own men. Which is really funny to me, actually. I think that's a good... Yeah, that right here. Here we go. One of these frames is gonna have to be the thumbnail for this video. Sprinter RPFing his own sprinter. Just sums up the frustration. I think he's trying to shoot at the mines. No, he is still trying to shoot at this tug. But yeah, that's definitely going in the video. They're going in the thumbnail, no question. If this gets uploaded at all, this is kind of slowing down. No, it's gonna get uploaded. Because it was a good game for a little bit. But mostly it's turned into a, I really would have liked if he messed this up and said anti-semantic. Shalom. Life pods. ROI? I don't know what that is. Bum, 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 bum. Here we are. I'm the music now.
The enemy is securing
He's
zone
blowing up his other ship. I do think he's trying to actually hit the tug, but he's just blowing up his ships. Oh my god. It never stops. Please. Leave Brittany alone. Rocket's going out. They're not going to go very far. Mine's getting laid, but they're not going to really do anything either. Did he beam those rockets down? They disappeared real fast. No, those are definitely not great rockets. Well, I don't know, Chief. The OSP could still win it. So here's the AAR. Welcome. You've probably been transported here. King wrecked some guys with his missiles, even though the weave should have probably caused more to miss. I'm glad some of them got through. Our Martian friend blowing people up with his guns. I don't think there's much to see here. Terralink's blowing his own ships up with his guns. And blowing up some dead ships with rockets and missiles. Also dumping some into the, this Ocello AOSP team just didn't really do anything. I don't know. I kind of want to upload this. I kind of don't. No, the opening was good. I just need to cut a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut a bunch of stuff. I mean, presumably if you're watching this, I've already cut a bunch of stuff. Pretty funny that Terralinks got hard countered by all the monitors. But the monitors in turn got hard countered by not bringing any point defense. By the missiles on the ANS team. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed parts of it. Probably the parts that I didn't cut and that have been uploaded so you get the truncated experience. And that is all. Good day. I shall see you in the battle space.